Everyone, welcome back to the Severed Chains Devstream, our weekly abuse of Legend of Dragoon. How's everyone doing? I am unfortunately just getting back in the door. I had to take Strider to the vet, and yeah, we're just getting back. Got in like 1 minute after 7, and I'm like running around like crazy trying to get everything set up. But yeah, a couple minutes is all right, I think. We're here. Strider's doing all right, so that's good. Um, you will have to pardon me for 1 second. I'm just about to grab the latest and greatest upscales from Zychronics that we have to show off. We have some real nice looking upscales here. We have the Mountain of Mortal Giraffe, as it is known. Hey Zanryu, hey Pony Bro, hey Drew, hey Sanosuke, Vincent, Ontario. Good to see everybody. Chocolate. You guys are doing a lot of chatting while I was gone. Let me just make sure that I have the latest update to the upscale project mod. That was the wrong project. We'll just build it here real quick, copy it over. Yeah, I'm glad Strider's doing good too. He's not feeling great, but he just needs some medication. I've still got this set to widescreen from when I was recording the very juicy thumbnail for today's video. I have been experimenting with some stuff, as you may have noticed by the fact that we had Lloyd on the world map. We'll be showing that off a little bit here soon too. Yeah, good to have you back, Pony Bro. Been a little while. Hey, Mono Moto Loco. Hey, RSDRYPTGEDABDHHCVPH. I'm gonna stop now. Um, yeah, so this is well, first, they said, what exactly is this project? Is it going to be playable on PC? Yes, it is already fully playable on PC. We have a release out, recommended build 2.1, that's playable from start to finish with minor graphical and audio bugs. We are currently working on a new build that uses hardware rendering. Uh, we've got 60 frames per second across most of the game, as well as high definition graphics and widescreen support, among all kinds of other stuff. As you can see here, got a new campaign, all kinds of different options, lots of mods built in, like adjustable inventory sizes. You're going to see some graphical issues while we're looking at while I'm using this build because it is still a work in progress. But yeah, looks very nice already. We're going to question for the upscale mod. How many backgrounds are in LOD? I don't have the numbers on that, but a lot. Actually, I can give you the numbers on that. Um, let's take a look in technical documents and submap cuts. So every single one of these listed here is a different one. A few of these are unused, but yeah. So 792 total. I would say probably 30 to 40, maybe not 40, maybe 20 to 30 of them are not actually used or are debug rooms, etc. So there are a lot of backgrounds. A lot. If you pronounce his full username, you prove that you have perfect 1020 vision, yeah. Let's see, this is going to be great. Yes, it is going to be great. Finally catching a stream. Yeah, good to have you here. Handsome co-host in Discord. Hey, Gerald. Hey, Grant. Yeah, Grant, you can play it. So we have the recommended build 2.1 available now. Um, there is a link to our website in the description of the video, as well as a link to our Discord, if you need any help getting it set up or anything. Let me find a save in the Mountain of Mortal Giraffe. I think these upscales are gonna kind of blow your mind here. All right, we were on the... Yeah, check this out. So I'm gonna full screen it here. It's gonna be stretched out into widescreen, but it gives us just that extra detail. Just look at this. How friggin' good does this look? Hey, J-Man. Check this out. Ridiculous. Zychronic sent me these earlier and sent me some screenshots of it, and it just blew my mind, especially compared to the old versions. Actually, I'll bring a couple images up here. All right, so this is the old version. So just take a look at this. Like, to me, like this looks like Borderlands, right? It pretty much looks like cell shading. This is the old version, and then this is the new one. Like, the difference is insane. And these are hot off the press here. Like, he just finished these upscales. But yeah, insane. What hardware is recommended for the upscale project? Well, I am playing on a laptop with integrated graphics while streaming. And let's take a look at my CPU usage. Yep. So sitting at 2-3%, sometimes jumping up to 5 or 6. Using about 50% of my GPU power. Are we getting lag? We're not lagging. I only have 183 dropped frames. Come on now. Yeah, this is running in debug mode too. No optimizations or anything. And we also haven't even optimized the submaps yet. Oh, we got lots of chat here going on. Let's see here. Yeah, it can basically be running on a potato. Yeah, no, it works great. And I mean, I do have a pretty new laptop, I will say that. The newer generation of integrated Intel graphics is pretty solid, but it is obviously not a dedicated GPU. Like, yeah, this is a good spot to really see the how much of a difference the HD graphics makes even on like Dart's model. So Dart's model here, keep in mind, this is not upscaled in any way. Um, Dart here is just rendering at a higher resolution than the PS1 can. Like this is the original Dart model, original Dart textures. TFC says you're running at about 5 frames per, I assume that's supposed to say second on the stream right now. Is there an issue here? GPU usage should go down when not running a Java build. So it's all Java. But right now I'm just running the code in the IDE. So this is with like debugging code injected and stuff. So it is even better um, when we're not running, like when we're running an actual like proper build. Oh, 5 frames per submap. Okay. Yeah, let's go a little further in here. Yeah, okay, so funny enough, it really looks like Dart has a soul patch in battle too. So I think that Dart just has always had a soul patch that we could not see because the quality was so low. Yeah, look at this, nice fire and stuff. Now these animations here aren't actually upscaled yet, but they actually look way better just due to the higher quality backgrounds. Zachronix does have plans to upscale the backgrounds as well, or the animations like the clouds and stuff and the fire here too. Yeah, like look at this area. Like how good does this look? Soul Patch was cut content, yeah. All right, we're gonna hop into battle here for a second. Now, keep in mind that battle is very janky on this build. We have not really done much work on getting the battle code updated to the new animation system yet. So yeah, going into battle is going to be real janky. Once we finish working on the world map and submaps, we'll be getting the battle code all updated. All right, we'll just skip over the FMB. You'll notice the animations are a little bouncy or a lot bouncy. But even that being said, you'll be able to see how much higher resolution everything is. Oh yeah, that's some good jank. Alright, so let's pause and hop into free cam here. Oh, I've got the free cam slowed way down. 1 second. Let's bump these back up. Alright, that's a little better. So I mean, it is just supposed to be like a shadow under his lip, but it totally looks like a soul patch. Yeah, so for anyone who hasn't seen this yet, we've got full free cam. Really lets you see how much higher quality everything is in this new build. Again, all of this stuff that you're seeing right now is not upscaled in any way. This is just straight up PS1 assets, but we're just rendering them in proper quality, unlike the PS1. You can see the Divine Giraffe too. Very good, very scary. Big teeth, very pointy. Standing on some floating rocks. Missing a wing. Anyway, so we will just end this fight. Just getting old and can't be on his knees anymore, yeah. Does Rose have a soul patch? That is a good question. Unfortunately, I have already ended the fight. Maybe everyone has a soul patch. Drew coming in hot with the lore. Yeah, all the animations for the the dragoons and stuff right now are fairly rough. The reason is because I rewrote all of the animation code so that we could up it all to 60 frames per second. As you can see here, super, super smooth. But I have not updated the battle code yet, so it still thinks it's using the old animation code, so it's quite janky. I'm going to quit to menu, and we will load a different save. And let's pop in right here. So, here's something fun. I found that there are a lot of models in this game that actually have full walking and running animations. So obviously one of the most exciting ones being Lloyd. Yeah, Orem, we may have the closest thing to the original source code that exists, to be honest with you. So yeah, full animations for this. We can do some other stuff here. Let's see someone else. So we will just pop into a map for a second. You ever wanted to play as Rose? So my plan here, you may or may not know that Oops, press the wrong button there. You may or may not know that we have no Dart support. As you can see here, I've got Kongle in the party rather than Dart. My plan is to make it so that whoever you have in the first slot is who shows up. Like, that's the actual character that you can control. Yeah, Sonosuke, that's exactly what my plan is here. Right now, it's easiest to do that on the world map, but we are certainly going to do our best to make it possible on the submaps as well. And I am just getting started here with this silliness. Let me see. I prepared a bunch of models for this. I don't know. Let's see. Maru. Oh yeah, we've got a adjustable inventory size too. You can drop it as low as one single item if you're a real masochist. Or you can bump it up to 9,999 if you really want to. Maru, with her kind of marching, walking animation. Or how about... Yes. Ever wanted to play as a Helena Warden? Oh, you can do free cam here as well. Yeah, it's going to be... where the heck did the world map go? I have completely lost the world. Well, there it was. We are super far away. I don't know how we got so far away, but I've got it configured to move super fast. The problem with free cam is that the battle scenes are literally like 1,000 times bigger than the world map and submaps. So the movement speed is way, way different. There we go. They got weird faces. Very creepy eyes. Also, I mean, that armor. That's really something. Yeah. Uh, have you ever wanted to play Legend of Dragoon as a squirrel? Because for some reason, I made that possible. What else do we have here? Oh, of course, the real main character of Legend of Dragoon. Oh, don't worry, I will do the goose. Oh, where did I get your model? Yeah. Oh, sorry, Drew. I just saw your message about going on Discord. Give me one moment here. What about the creatures running the track in Lohan? Yes, I thought about that too. I did 15 different models and then fell asleep. Um, and haven't had time to do any more yet. But there are many, many other models with walking or running animations too. All right. The real main character, Helpy, with the bounciest walking and running animation ever. We get to play as Giganto. Why not Benito? Now you can. Look at this derpy ass face. Looks like he's melting. He's just having a good time. Yeah, give me 1 second here. I'm just going to get Drew into this chat as well. Please hold. Gotta restart Discord because it never picks up my headset. Alright, come on now, Discord. Anytime now. Okay. Make sure we are set up here. Alright, Drew, can you hear me?
Yeah, and I feared the worst, that you had forgotten me.
Turning up a little bit. That is my brightness, not my audio.
I mean, I am pretty bright, but thank you. Hey, y'all.
All right, can everyone hear Drew? Make sure we're good to go here. All right, what else do we have here?
I'd pick one, but I don't know exactly which ones you converted.
Have you ever wanted to play as a chicken?
Yes, I admit it.
All right.
Ever since I saw the demo, I was like, I wish I could play as a chicken.
Well, there we go. Look at this animation. Who made this? What's up, Psychronics? Hey, Lloyd.
I love it.
What is a Miranda? I mean, honestly, who has not wanted to play Legend of Dragoon as a chicken? Like, come on.
So this creature that Corey's showing right now, he remarked that the wings seem to flap in reverse. You can see that if you look closely. With many creatures, in fact, the devs seem to kind of do like a real life animal, but then modify it in some way, like the anteater horse or the mouse. It looks like the face of a mouse or some kind of rodent the size of a horse and is a mount in the scene where the divine dragon is flying overhead. So it's like a mixture of familiar and modified.
So that chicken, someone was just asking what the cut content is. That chicken is one of the cut content, actually.
No, it shows up.
Does it?
Yeah, it's only for like the first scene of Lohan when Dart's carrying Shauna in or something. but it's so easy to miss. I don't blame you.
Yeah, so we found a treasure trove of unused animations. Um, so long story short, I have added an animation viewer into the game, and we are going to demonstrate that right now.
I'm
So
gonna.
if I click on animations here, now you can see we've got a copy of Dart, and I can scroll through this list and show all of the various animations that are available to Dart on this map. Most of them here are just his talking animation, but we've got various different ones. Shaking his head, angry. And the thing is, every map has its own set of animations. So we are kind of on a scavenger hunt right now. Just looking at, oh yeah, Shanna's got some really awkward animations. Oops, wrong button. So notably, we have found a ton of really interesting animations for Lavits. Like,
Oh
look at
yeah.
this. Here's an example. Like laying down on the ground.
Oh, wouldn't that be from when he gets knocked down by Haschel?
Could be.
But you can. There are still many more, like this weird crouching
Oh,
one.
this. Yeah, I don't know. This is something.
That's when he's being held back. Oh, the video's got a delay. I don't know which one you're doing right now.
Oh yeah, true. But yeah, so this isn't the map in particular. There is one map in particular where he has a bunch of completely unique animations that are absolutely never used.
You talking about Limestone Cave or a different one?
Yeah, Limestone Cave. We'll go through that here.
You gotta
Uh,
show him that.
oh yeah, definitely.
I will have one request for you at some point. It's a special discovery about a previous special discovery.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there's a new layer.
Oh, this was another model that I added to the world map. I made it so that you can play as Dart holding Shauna. Barrage
Why,
Embryo wants to come out and play.
why play as one character when you can play as two at the same time?
Exactly.
Dart will just carry the whole party on his shoulders.
What is a subframe? So they use keyframes in Legend of Dragoon for the animations. Um, so basically, I wrote code that will sort of inject extra frames in between the different keyframes, and that's how we upsample the animations to 60 frames per second. So let's just get on with the content. We need to go to the Limestone Cavern. I have a lot of saves, so I'm going to use the mouse to navigate this menu. Cave is Limestone Cavern, right?
Limestone Cave. You can
Yeah,
say
whatever.
cavern, it's fine.
What map was it that had all those animations? Was it the Stepping Stones one?
I think it was on Eurobolus.
On Eurobolus, okay.
So the one where it goes like all giant on the screen right before the battle.
Okay.
I don't
So
remember
we
if it's one you
will.
can access normally.
I think so.
But if you haven't fought him yet, you'll definitely get the sub map.
Oh yes, I have not fought him yet. Is it this one here?
No, the one next to that.
Like after this?
Yeah, yeah. My
All right.
language sucks sometimes. Next to that, what the hell am I talking about? So the map that Corey's on now has a bunch of weird stuff that makes it seem like there was going to be battle before the battle.
Yeah. Yeah, very interesting. So we are going to show that here in a moment.
Use that win button.
Sure did. So this map here. Give you a sec to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, J-Man. The animations are set for every single map, um, which is one of the big issues. Literally every map in this game has a copy of the model and every animation that it needs.
Yeah, whereas in like modern game dev, you would have that animation once and then pull it for everywhere, that one same source. But here they had to copy paste the same files over and over again. So anywhere Dart has to walk, any other common animations like head scratching would have to be copy pasted on whichever submaps needed them.
So let's see what animations we have for Dart. That Oh, that's a walking backwards animation.
Yeah, multiple characters can walk backwards as though they're like
Interesting.
scared of something or
Here we have Dart doing a hoedown.
funny dance.
What?
Tap that foot. Oh, that's great.
Fun fact, this part of the game was showcased on a demo until the snake boss, but the next map in this dungeon wasn't in the demo. That is interesting, and actually, there is part of the demo still included in the released game. The demo ended in you going to Bale and a cutscene playing out. And that is actually still in the retail game, and we can warp there. I'll show that here once we're done playing around with the animations.
You better, because there's another big secret there that I want to show tonight.
We got all kinds of stuff to show off. We're just getting started here. Why does his head look like that? Does what what is what is going on here?
What's wrong with his head?
It's it
Well,
looks
some
like
of the models, it seems like a beta version of him where his legs are a different length and all that. It's a whole different set.
okay. I don't think this is the map with all those animations that you had found, Drew.
I'm reasonably sure it is.
Unless there is another Lavitz. There's
Yeah,
a snake.
check the other ones just in case. I am almost certain it was that map. If it's not, I apologize and I have to go find it, but
That is a second dart. Oh, here. Okay, there is a second Lavitz.
yeah, that's probably it.
Um, looking like the same animations so far. A lot of maps actually have a bunch of invisible models and stuff too. Hey, Fight Your Fate. We are showing off some cut content right now. We found a ton of unused animations. Drew, maybe check those screenshots that you posted and see where it is. I'm gonna check this map here. Uh,
Hey.
that is a chest. That is also a chest. Oh, also chests have very strange animation for some reason. As you can see here, it's just kind of like upside down and wiggling around. Um, I found that signs also have an animation for some reason, and the sign is just kind of like wobbling around in circles. Alright, so we're just Dart here. I'm just going to pop around through the various maps here and figure out which one it is that has all of the animations that Drew found.
Let's see. I found where I posted them. I found the goose.
Ooh, this one has a lot of different models.
I think I found it,
Yeah.
but I cropped the image. What map is this? Oh shit.
This one with
It's a
the
map
rock
with water.
fireflies has a ton of animations for Shauna.
All right, I'm checking the submap images.
We'll find it. We got time. Oh yeah, so Lavitz has a slowly backing away animation as well. Yeah, Strife. So anything that they like any slot that doesn't have an animation, they usually just symlink it to the idle animation. That is interesting hop. Shrug, hands on hips, kneel down. Oh yeah, okay, so it is this map, Drew.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, here we go. So here's some definitely unused animations. So we've got like Lavitz kind of like sneaking up on something, like with the most awkward like sneaking animation I have ever seen in my life. Not really sure what this would be. Let's see what else we have. Let's see what Dart has. Because Dart might have some interesting stuff here too. Yeah, so there's that backing away animation. That's the typical arms crossed. Nodding. No.
I
Little
wish I could
hop.
post a GIF in chat.
That's like a handshake or something. Shrug. Weirder shrug. And then a bunch of idle animation.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this from the Ouroboros section. Lavitz with spear.
That's a chest.
I'm gonna
That
double
is
check it.
also a chest. That is a tiny little. Okay, those might all just be
They are.
rock
I confirmed it.
fireflies.
A
Yeah.
bunch of individual ones.
Yeah. Wow, so those are all just individual rock fireflies. Lavitz crouch walk because he doesn't skip leg day. Yeah, Drew says GIF, it's a problem. Don't bring it up.
Oh god. That is not what the problem is, I tell you what.
It is the one thing that really drives a wedge in between us.
Yeah. It's a great relationship otherwise, but we have to fight about something, right?
Yeah, it's yeah. So we found a bunch of animations there. Doom Metal the other night actually found something really interesting as well. So, uh, I think it was on the after you leave Helena and you're kind of running away from the guards and you have Dart and Shauna and Lavitz are running along behind him while you're walking through the forest path. I think it was around that map. Doom found that Lavitz actually has a bunch of animations that are shared with the Helena guards. So you might think that maybe they were just testing stuff and they copied animations from the guards over to Lavitz to see how they looked or something like that. Um, but here's the thing. Legend of Dragoon animations have to be made specifically for the individual models. So they can't just like copy and paste an animation. So they would have specifically had to make those animations for Lavitz for one reason or another. He's got like the whistleblowing animation and some other ones. Maybe we'll head over there and take a look. This is so smooth.
I'm so confused why you didn't find Lavitz there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I did, but he didn't have those animations, is the thing.
Well, I guess I got some voodoo magic.
Right, we are still a chicken. Yeah, so anybody who missed it, we're a chicken. Um, yeah, I'm just not going to explain it any further. We're a chicken. Yeah, that was kind of Doom's supposition about it. Um, I don't know if I like that theory or not. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, they don't want me to go here. Let's load a previous save.
I figured it out. I figured it out.
What did you figure out?
Lavitz's spear animations don't show up in the animation debugger until he draws his spear in the cutscene.
Oh, it must load a different map. You must load a different model for him, rather.
It is on submap 53, and then it goes into script 1.
We are a chicken, and we are moving on.
We'll come back to it. I just needed a moment to figure out the problem.
I did find those animations on a different map crew, so that's fine.
Oh. What the hell map was that?
The one with the rock fireflies.
Oh. So you
also
showed him him falling over and everything?
Oh, it didn't have that one. It had the weird kind of like sort of crouching animation, but it did not have the falling over and stuff. So we will have to go back to the cave and check it out.
Yeah, there's a bunch of juice to go back to.
Yeah. Yeah, so funny thing about this map, if you stand still, Shauna does her idle animation where she just like does little spins and stuff, like there's not Helena guards chasing after and she wasn't just imprisoned in Helena.
Oh look, an ocean breeze, I'm happy now.
Yeah, everything's fine. It's very nice here. Yeah, let's check out some animations here. Yeah, as Dart's got his, oh yeah, that's the one where he's kind of helping Lavitz along. You can see a lot of them are copied across different maps.
Yep, that's where he's helping Lavitz walk.
Okay, something either too small or invisible there. Let's see what Shauna has. She's got her usual body parts in awkward angles, her little spin. I don't know what that is. Oh, look! Shauna has like a crawling animation too. Did you see this one?
Maybe she's gonna get hit by an arrow.
Have you seen this one? Is this used anywhere?
I have not. She gets on her knees to talk to the little child in like Fernie or somewhere, but I don't remember crawling.
Like she's actually crawling here. Like it's not just like kneeling down.
We're gonna have to check which ones are actually used.
Yeah.
But some are definitely
Suna.
not used. Oh, Suna's here. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, what's up? We're looking at some cut content.
For those who don't know, Suna Mods in the chat is the head of the Suna Mods self-named community that does prolific voice mods for various games. A lot of them being Final Fantasy, if I'm not mistaken. So they've done a thing called the Echo S project for Final Fantasy VII, possibly 8, and they just did an announcement for LOD as well.
Yeah, so big thing here. So they are going to be making a fully voiced mod for Legend of Dragoon. It will be a mod for Severed Chains. They have done the casting for the main characters. So I'm not sure exactly when work will be starting on that. Maybe Suna can say in the chat. But yeah, that is coming. Finally, we will have cool. A fully voiced Legend of Dragoon, and it's going to be awesome.
It'll also symbolize the advent of more audio-related mods, which is something I've wanted for a very long time.
Oh yeah. Let's see what we've got for... Yeah, not much interesting here. A different guard doesn't have anything. That is an arrow. I guess the arrow that hits Lavitz. That is not visible. That is a bird. Nothing juicy there. I imagine a few of these are also birds. Yeah, that's a bird, that's a bird, that's a bird. Another bird, and don't know what that is. Let's take a look. Oh, that's just the chest. Yeah, the chest also has this weird, like, floating, moving animation. Don't know why. Yeah, anyone who hasn't seen the trailer, definitely go check it out. They've got some very nice voice lines recorded there. Kinda just giving a little teaser at what each character is going to sound like. Very, very cool. Drew, do you want to link that trailer in the chat, actually?
Yeah, I got it. Alright.
Actually, I will, once you put that in there, I will, I'll just play it on stream. Alright, let's shut off LOD temporarily, and we're gonna...
be logged... Oops, sorry.
The night of the dragon. The dragoon was
I'm gonna be
born.
logged in as our actual account for me to get the
I
link
am
to
Lavitz
be clickable.
Slamwood.
Damn it.
I am the head of the first knighthood of the Kingdom of Basil.
I could forgive you if you admit I'm too sexy to ignore and apologize.
The goal of my
you're just gonna
journey
do
is
it
a
that way?
serious one.
As the dragoons of yore lead humans to victory, we still have a chance to overcome.
Talking about the enemy based on mere assumptions. Are you going to expose your men to such danger? You are dismissed, Commander of Knights.
Gigantos don't lose twice. Gigantos make payback for hoax.
Once Dart makes up his mind, he never changes it.
I am Dart.
Yeah, there you go. Very, very cool. That Kongle voice is pretty great. I think this is
Uh,
probably the mod that I am most looking forward to.
Forum asks if Echo S will be compatible with Severed Chains. Yes, it is actually being designed with Severed Chains in mind.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is not going
this
to
is going
be.
to be a mod for Severed Chains specifically.
It will not be available through emulation. Part of the point of Severed Chains is not just that it runs the game faster in itself, but it doubles as a much better, easier to access modding platform. Yes, it requires it.
So you're saying that those animations only exist before the Eurobolus fight after Lavitz pulls
I
his spear?
I don't know about after, but just let the cutscene run, let him draw his sword, and then hold chat there, and you can do whatever.
Yeah, I just disabled the auto advance.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Turn fast
So,
text back
as soon
on.
as he draws his spear, it'll be script 1 right under Dart, I'm pretty sure.
I went too far. All right, we're gonna try that again. I was not paying attention.
You had one job. It's worth it, though. There's a ton of juicy stuff that alludes to a possible whole alternate setup with this encounter.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Jim Jones, we're actually still showing cut content. We found a ton of unused animations, among other things.
How do you scroll the saves so fast? I have a slow scroll.
I'm using my laptop trackpad.
Oh well, gee, no wonder that. No wonder you never did page up and down.
Yeah, I can scroll super fast with that. Okay, so first,
Nice and
so
slow. There
yeah,
you
the
go.
way that I did this is I updated it so that it will put whoever you choose at Dart's location. So yeah, here we go, and we're just going to move the Lavitz clone a little bit. Let's move him a little bit further. And let's check out some of these animations. So yeah, laying on the ground. I'm actually just going to move the real Lavitz just way out of the way.
Yeah, move the others off.
So yeah, here's an interesting one. Like laying on the ground. I mean, he's breathing, so he's not dead, but he doesn't look like he's in great shape.
He's knocked out.
Zonryu says that I have many jobs, and yes, that is very true. And here's here's the act of him getting knocked out, I guess.
It is suitable that he's winded, don't you think?
Uh,
But there's a lot of interesting ones that can tell you a whole different story with this scene.
Yeah, it looks kind of like parrying. Yeah, this is part of the cut content. We found a ton of animations that are just never used in the game. It's looking like they may have had like very, very different cutscene planned here.
That one with his spear across and stepping, that might look like he's blocking, but he's actually breakdancing.
Like a bunch of different like combat animations here. This just looks very excited.
Yeah. Now, the one where he gently moves his spear a little bit left and right, that's what he's done before when, like, talking to someone, I think. Kind of like a, okay, this is a threatening situation kind of a deal. So maybe there was, like, just people here, Sandoran soldiers to fight past. Who knows?
Could
But
be.
getting completely knocked down on the floor kind of also still suggests that it was like Eurobliss overpowering him or something. Who knows? But this is like the whole battle could have taken place here in the submap. It's kind of weird. Dart has some sword animations too.
Yeah, yeah. Or who knows, it might not have even, like, Eurobliss might not have even been a thing as well.
But then what knocked down Lavitz? Did he just have a fight with Dart as their bromance was developing?
I mean, he might have had a fight with like the Helena guards or something that are chasing them, or were chasing them.
Maybe Shauna had knocked him to the ground for saying something rude. I mean, she literally punches Dart across the screen with the midwife Gilda, so I mean, it's possible.
Channeling that Virage embryo power.
He should have been asking questions in Hoax.
That's a weird animation.
Shauna
Not
has a
really
few bow
sure.
animations.
Her hands kind of rotate here.
Yeah, it looks like she's coming up for a hug or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm glad you're okay.
The obligatory upside down head and sideways limbs pose. What else do we have here? Yeah, we've got Eurobliss. Got a bunch of broken animations that don't do anything. Yeah, those are all broken. We've got secondary dart. We've obviously got to check the duplicates. Okay, these are all pretty standard animations here. Drawing sword, swinging sword, strafing. Does he ever strafe?
Strafing?
Yeah, I don't really recall ever seeing that animation.
Maybe once. He gets knocked to the side a little with Fairbrand, but it's probably a different animation. Yeah, I don't think so.
Does this Slavitz have anything different aside from his super awkward long neck thing? No, doesn't look like it. And finally we have Shauna Part 2. Whoops, I did not mean to close that. Standing with the bow at the ready, walking with the bow, running with the bow. Broken animations. Oh, here we've got a couple. Drawing her bow. Undrawing her bow.
Lavitz.
Yeah, more broken. Yeah. I don't recall seeing the crouched animation there, though. But we did show that on one of the other maps, though. Yeah, this one doesn't have his weird scooting animation. So yeah, so there's some of that stuff.
And that's just one map.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? Every single one of these, how many was it? 792, I think.
Yeah, hundreds.
Yeah, every single one of these 792 maps has their own animations. And we've only checked like the start of the game basically, and we've already found a ton of unused ones. So, like, you know, we don't even know how many other animations that we will find that are, you know, just unused in the game.
I went binging on a bunch of different sub-maps, and I still barely scratched the surface.
Now let's go back to our Lloyd world map animation since we're about to hit the world map again. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Can't stop the robot. Like that's kind of what this is like code archaeology. Because we're taking like a compiled game and turning it back into code, and we have found a fair bit of like even unused code. For example, there is an entire file full of test code that's not used in the game. We haven't really even looked at that. We found a bunch of like battle effects that are unused, some script methods that are unused. I found some screen transitions. Like when the screen fades, I found like some weird like hexagon screen wipe things. Um, what else have we found? I found the remnants of, well, as you can see, I've added a quit button to the menu. Recently, I actually found a bunch of code that they left behind for a load game menu that they cut out of the game for some reason. They have a consistent classification, like the animation number 5 being the running animation. So we have found that to be a general rule. Um, they will often use animation 1 for the walking animation and 2 for running. However, unfortunately, it is not always the case. Anyone who didn't see this earlier, yeah, here's Lloyd walking around on the world map. So many people who have played Severed Chains know that we have no Dart. So you can actually remove Dart from your party or replace him with a different character. So I am going to be making it so that whoever you have as your first character is who you'll be playing as. I haven't finished that code yet, but as you can see, I've already made it so that the world map model can be swapped out, which is a big first step in that. Yeah, let's make Sean our main character. Adding more battle transitions. I hadn't thought about that, but I mean, it's not out of the question. Yeah, I think they might notice that. What were we going to show? Oh, we were going to show the demo scene.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Yeah, so someone mentioned earlier, someone was talking about the Legend of Dragoon demo in the chat. So there's actually remnants of that left over in the retail game. So we can actually warp to the map, like the final map in the demo, which is a version of Bale that is completely different from retail, and there's actually a cutscene. So after you leave the cave, you go right to Bale, and this cutscene plays out, and this is the end of the demo.
I looked away for a second, but did the Portuguese girl show up there?
I was looking at chat. I'm not sure.
Okay. So number 1, the Portuguese girl is there, if I'm not mistaken. Number 2, little kid Dart is in that scene. And number 3, you have to look at all of Martel's animations.
I was just gonna say we should check out the animations here.
Yes. So yeah, for those who never
Alright.
noticed, Kid Dart shows up there while adult Dart is looking on.
Yeah, I certainly did not notice that.
You're welcome.
Let's move Dart into a slightly more convenient spot. And then, let's see here. Alright, I made it so that when you view the animations, it puts them at wherever the player is. So, walking. Not much interesting here right now. I know we've got two darts merged together right now, but if we find anything interesting, I'll move dart out of the way. Nothing interesting for Shauna. What about Lavitz?
I wonder if there are any transition primitives on this map, you know?
That's a good question.
We should check that after.
Yeah, last stream we actually found a bunch of cut content too. There's this model is just a bunch of different birds.
Yeah, there's two formations. One's a generic formation. One is like a V shape, like they're in a proper formation.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool. They also might be the same ones used in the opening submap where Rose is looking on at Fairbrand and the birds come out. They look very similar.
Right. So here is something interesting. I'm gonna move Dart out of the way here.
You have to show Martel.
So Martel has a giant friggin' knife.
Embiggen her so they can see it better.
Look at this thing.
Yeah, it's a giant knife.
Like, huge.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
Multiple animations with the knife. She's running with the knife. It's getting really close to the baby's head on her back. She's running with the knife with her baby, like it's the apocalypse.
Like here it just looks like she's like talking to someone and just waving the knife around.
And she's just having a conversation with the knife moving around, like it's ridiculous.
Adjusting her child.
Yeah. This is why I told you had to do
knife in hand.
She's literally like trying to comfort her child while holding the knife. Think about it.
Yep. Just like did no one ever tell you not to run with scissors? Like, come on.
In the beta, she demanded Stardust.
Yep. in the beta, you gave it to her whether you wanted to or not.
And you didn't get anything in return. Bandit Martel.
Alright, let's move Dart back so that we get these characters in a reasonable spot. So we've got Child Dart here.
Just casually running around in front of Adult Dart.
Yep, just living his best life. Oh, we should embiggen him as well.
Because he's a big kid now.
Oh, he's a really big kid now. Yep, and then there's this. This is what see Drew, this is what I was talking about when you have an animation that is made for a different character. It will either be a garbled mess or it will just crash.
Yeah, almost everybody seems to have the dart crossing arms or foot tapping.
Looking at here, a doggo.
Yeah, Kid Dart was chasing the doggo in the natural scene.
We got a walking and a running animation, people. That means that we could play as a doggo on the world map.
You can play as a dog. I hope there's a cat somewhere. I think there's a cat, but I forget where. We'll just import a cat from Minecraft. Look at Dog's got talking animation. It's fully functional.
Yep.
What else do you need? You could play as Mr. Moggy, the cursed dog. Will you help me? Why don't they understand me?
Right, we got is Dran or is that Drippy?
That's
I don't
Dran.
remember. That's Dran, right?
If Dran can walk, you can play as a freaking. Oh my god.
Oh, whoops,
Oh,
I
no.
embiggened the wrong Dran. So he's got a walking animation, of course. He doesn't have a running animation. Day ruined.
He doesn't need to run. He just needs to stumble to his objective.
True. All right, we can work with that. We can work with that.
And if you can double up with Drippy, and then you've got full movement that way.
Yeah, exactly.
They both move half as well. Just get them both in your party, and then they can double team.
He has more animations than I expected him to.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Did he just like
Yeah,
itch
he
his
is.
nose? I don't know. But if you put Dran and Drippy in battle, you got to give them combo editions where they work together.
Yeah, obviously. That's a given.
Just double bottle smash or something.
All right, what else do we have here?
That's most of the juice for this one. There might be like one from the Portraitist Girl.
Isn't this also Martel?
What? I see you just brought up a generic merchant. That's definitely not Martel.
Oh, it looked like there was backpack. I wasn't really paying that close of attention.
Basically, there's a basic merchant model that is reused many times for a lot of the different like merchants or shopkeepers, but they also like change the height and the width to make it look like a different person and recolor it as well. That's what you get with the Peddler Brothers, is actually the same model just squished and resized and recolored.
Now, who is this? Oh god. That is horrifying. Good
Oh,
lord.
is that the person with the horrible face that you're about to...
Yes.
Oh no.
The person with the horrible face has a running animation.
Yeah.
We can use it on the world map.
Please don't. There's another
Try
one
and
like
stop
him
me.
with like beige clothes. It might be a generic model for the most part.
Yeah. Who are you? Walking, running.
Oh yeah,
Exploded.
Zamboni is regarding that one NPC as
Shanna's
Simp.
simp.
Yeah. Who it's either similar to or perhaps the same model as Celeste. What are you gonna do about my feelings towards Shauna? And the only reason Dart doesn't hit him for that is because he doesn't know his own feelings about Shauna yet. So I have a special request.
Go on.
It is only technically one animation of value.
Oh
god. Yeah. So if you go to Helena. Oh, you're showing the kid. Okay.
Yeah, we will go to Helena after I finish with these characters. I don't think there's really a whole lot interesting. It looks like a lot of characters have like walking, running, talking, yes and no. Like, it seems like probably the majority of characters have those specific animations. Oh, look, it's the painter. She doesn't have a running animation. She only has the single animation here, which is walking. Yeah. Is that what she looks like in retail?
Pretty much.
Damn. But yeah, so this is the demo cutscene, and it is actually available in retail. I have messed it up a little bit by moving some characters around, but and then it takes you back to the menu. So where are we going, Drew?
Helena Prison, first map.
Which one do you consider the first map? The merchant room?
The long walk into Helena, the long road outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we found some very interesting stuff on the very first Helena map, too. So what did you want to show off here, Drew?
Lloyd. So when you get in there, it doesn't matter if the cutscene is fired already, but once you can, open the animation debugger and just find the one for that flying creature. Now, in the past, in one of our playthrough live streams or something, I was in beginning stuff, and we determined that this flying creature was the same model used both in Helena Prison and in the Barrens and on the Moon. But it was hard for me at the time because I had to kind of schedule it, at least on Helena. We didn't have the animation debugger yet, so I had to like quickly embiggen it and figure it out. Now with the animation debugger, Corey can easily show you it just in place on the center of the screen. Might want to enlarge it a little bit, I'm not sure. Now, when you first come here, you can see it flying overhead, but it has one additional animation that if it plays off screen, or it doesn't play at all. So I wanted you to show them the nice little animation it does with its head.
Looks kind of like a screeching animation or something like that.
Yeah, and it does screech when you first enter the submap. So this thing has a little more life than we realized.
Look at that. Wonder what we got for the cart.
I did look at the cart. It actually has a really, really long animation that just has its scheduled path. So if you...
Wow. So they actually aren't moving the cart. It's just stationary, but the animation moves it?
Yeah, it's just a very long predetermined path to match the visual of the submap.
What the heck? Man, they did so many weird things on these early maps.
So you can make it like he's leaving. He's like, okay, I'm done here.
Yeah.
My next shipment.
Okay, so here's something else that's very interesting. So I actually showed this off last stream, but I think we've got a whole lot of new viewers here, and I think this is pretty interesting. So you saw when I first entered this map that Dart kind of hid behind the rocks here as the cart went by, but I have very good reason to believe that at one point in the game, Dart was actually supposed to climb this tree and jump into the cart as it passed by. And the reason is because they actually have collision that goes all the way up the tree here, and this part is blocked off. Now, that being said, I can unblock that. And we'll do that here in just a moment.
Now we just need to add a custom animation for Dart so that he can climb up the tree like Mario in Super Mario 64, so that when he gets to the top of the tree, he can stand upside down on his hands. And then do like a flip jump or something.
So I am going to remove the collision flag. And now you can see we can actually walk right up here. I will turn the collision renderer off. You can see we can get right up to the very top of this tree. And the collision's a little tricky because it's quite skinny. But yeah, so there's a lot of areas in the game where there's places that you actually can't get to that have collision defined for them. And this is one of those. Now, the unique part about this is that it actually does connect to the main collision, but they added a blocker there to prevent you from walking up. So yeah, I think that at one point this cutscene may have actually played out much more differently, rather than Dart running up here and kind of jumping into the wagon just at the gate.
Yeah, thanks to you giving us tools like the collision rendering on screen there, it helps us, and the animation debugging, it helps us see what other things could have been, or things that like are there but we don't know they're there. There's a section in Shrine of Shirley where it looks like there's a more direct path to one of the chests, but it's actually just like air there, so they probably canceled that, or it was going to be a trick bridge that fell for all we know, and instead there's a different path to get to that chest. But there's like a whole other section of collision. You can also use the mouse look free cam feature, that Corey implemented on the sub maps, and rotate the collision map around. It's a little tricky right now, but it's worth it because sometimes you can find hidden exits to the world map, which should not be there, but they are. There's a bunch of world map exits that are near the Queen Fury, and they go behind Celeste because there's like no defined location or something. I did find a couple interesting exits that seem like a shortcut around Helena. There's another shortcut in Joel's throne room that goes back to that one spot. I forget where it was, but there's a stairway in Joel's throne room, and it looks like it might have connected to a secret wall that has a cutout, but you can't actually go through it in retail.
Right. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of stuff that yeah, we should show off like that. The secret door and the Black Castle.
We'll just do that every stream because there's so many new people coming in. We just have to do it every stream now.
Yeah.
Like required viewing.
It's pretty cool either way.
Yeah.
So yeah, so here you can see the bridge up there. Let's go to the other door.
Also, some of the collision pieces you see, if you see just a square somewhere, that could be for walking, but in some cases it seems to be used for particle placement. So in Mayfill, one of the large platforms you stand on has a bunch of particles emanating from underneath, and it has like a whole 3D ring of squares to position those particles.
Yeah, they use the collision geometry for a lot of different things, actually.
I'll be right back.
Oh, look at this. Alright, I'm gonna unblock this and we're gonna see what happens. Alright. We can just walk right up here. I was kind of hoping there would be a map transition there, but no such luck. Yeah, the cart path. Another very interesting thing that we found is actually everywhere that you can get on the Queen Fury. I have reason to believe that basically everywhere that you get on the Queen Fury, you were supposed to just go to the world map. And yeah, let's go to the Twin Castle because there's an easy path there.
Maybe they just wanted the Queen Fury to use the collision to walk off the map like a human. We don't know that the Queen Fury doesn't have legs.
I guess. You never know what's going on underwater. The ocean is a weird place.
Fun fact, many queens have legs.
It's true.
I know my stuff.
So yeah, everywhere that you get on the Queen Fury, as you'll see here in a moment, I'm just going to speed this up a bit. So everywhere that you can get on the Queen Fury, there is actually a blocked off path to a world map transition. So you can see that pink square at the end. That is actually a transition that takes you to the world map. Now, because this map is no longer configured to put you in a specific like world map location, this will just take you to path 0, which is the path in behind Celeste. But since there is a world map transition here, I would assume that at one point, you know, going onto the ship would just take you to the world map and, you know, let you control the ship or whatever. Also weird that there's random collision spots, like to my left there and also up where Pueller is. And if we actually forced Dart's position, using the submap debugger, we could actually walk around over there too.
It's all kinds of crazy stuff. General rule, if you ever play OD on Severed Chains and you're curious about the collisions, the walkable areas, and you see like these kind of white walking areas that go off screen, I would almost encourage you to, if you're mad enough, use the free cam to rotate the 3D collision and see if it leads to an exit somewhere, and see where that exit takes you. It might just be behind Celeste, nothing special, but hey, you might be the one that finds something before we do. Sometimes there's like a random arbitrary, again, the collision is a 3D space. Sometimes there's a random like walkable area, as if you will, like 20 feet in the air. Like, you wouldn't ever know it was there unless you looked for it, kind of a thing. And it's really suspicious. So, check every map.
I was kind of hoping that if I turned off the blockers on these doors, we'd be able to walk into them, but it doesn't seem like it.
Well, you will be able to do so at night. You're just, you need to wait a few hours.
Yeah. You can also see if we walk through here that there's collision defined in a bunch of spots that you can't actually walk on.
Oh yeah, the mappy area?
Yep, like up on this ridge here. If I disable all this collision, I really need to add a button to do this.
Yeah, give us a button, because like me trying to math it out is It would be easier if they had like a straightforward grid, but they don't.
Yeah, you can run around up here. The Z values are a little odd because you're not supposed to be able to run up here, but yeah.
I mean, that collision has to be there so that when you're not around, the bandits can walk up there freely.
Yeah, exactly.
It's for the bandits. Bandits have rights too, I think.
Wonder what the Valley of Corrupted Gravity looks like with the collision debugger on. I haven't actually come here and checked this out.
I think I looked briefly. I don't remember if I checked the whole thing though. Some of it was normal at the start.
Yeah, looking pretty normal. The rock fireflies.
The collision for that little rock is the tiniest little spot.
Yeah.
The rock. Wow.
It's funny that they even have collision defined for them. I'll leave Corrupted Gravity as a very... Wait, there was a bunch of collision up in the top left corner. Let's see if we can force Dart up there. That should be the
hell is that?
Z-axis. No, this must be rotated so that... Let's try the...
That is suspicious. See, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Be suspicious of things that look like they're not for anything.
Well, the map isn't following us up here, unfortunately, but I can run around up here.
You're not gonna rotate the collision to see what else is on that path?
I would like to be able to still reasonably move myself around. And yeah, moving the collision makes it very difficult to figure out the proper coordinates.
Yeah, you haven't done this as much as me, apparently, because I figured out how to do that. But that's a good thing. You won't be able to get your sanity back once you get to my level. Now, obviously, the collision here is going to be a little funky because, you know, obviously you're upside down for part of it.
Yeah, looking at the puzzle in Kashua Glacier might be interesting.
What puzzle?
Like where you are sliding down the hill and trying to get the chests.
The ice pillar things?
No, when you know where the sign is?
Oh, Snowfield.
Yeah.
That's a whole different way to mislead me. Yeah, they're right next to each other. That's gotta be weird. I still have the game running. I'm gonna warp there and find out for you.
Did I just hear a kitty?
You did.
It's
Osiris.
There was something else that I was going to show. Oh, we've found several different types of collision as well that are no longer used. I don't know where any are off the top of my head. Doom was running around looking for them. But there's 3 different types of collision, and yeah, we have no idea how they're actually used. They're not referenced in the code at all. They could be referenced by... they could be referenced by the script engine. Oh, I went to Keshua Glacier instead of Snowfield. They could be referenced by the script engine, but so far we have not found any instances of that. You know what? I'm gonna show off the weird sign dance while we're here, because for some reason the sign has a dancing animation. Not really a dancing animation, but it's weird. Okay, let's move it. And for some reason it has this little wiggling animation. And I don't know why they would ever make an animation like this, but they did. Yeah, I guess it could be real strong wind. Alright, so let's see what happens. So you'll actually notice, if I walk along here, that below this point, there's actually like a little extra lip of collision. And it is when you walk into that collision that Dart gets yeeted. Now, I've already fallen down there once in this save, so we won't actually like just get sucked down, but yeah, you can see now that I am in this. That's when the the action indicator pops up. Interesting. So there's no collision defined for that at all. Very, very interesting. I'm kind of surprised that that doesn't actually break the collision code and cause
Wow.
Dart to get like suctioned back into a collision zone.
That is super weird. Yeah, because
Oh
whenever
no,
we set
look.
a...
Look, there is a
Oh.
tiny little collision region by each chest.
So it's just a automatic movement based on whether you press X, it'll take you left or right. And
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
That is guided movement. Okay.
Yep. Also, fun fact here, this isn't cut content, but it is hidden content. At any point on this map, if you press start, it will teleport you back up to the top.
Leftovers.
Yep, leftover debug features. Yeah, anyone who didn't see this earlier, here is Lloyd on the world map. We also showed off playing as a chicken and a squirrel and a bunch of different party characters. What?
I found something kind of cool.
What did you find?
Let me see what else is here before I decide it's worth it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
One thing I didn't show was Dart and Shanna. So let's flip to that. Ink, you've done an awful lot of fainting this stream. I think you might
found-
want to get that checked out.
I found a Firebrand walking animation, but he's missing his lower butt.
Interesting. Dart carrying Shauna. He doesn't really run, but he does sort of... He kind of runs, but it's not like his regular running animation. Only if Lloyd is the doctor. Yeah, I bet. That seems to happen every time. We'll switch back to Lloyd just for ink. We should also show off the upscale again for anybody who wasn't here at the beginning of the stream. So Zychronic sent me over some new, very, very juicy upscales of the Mountain of Mortal Dragon. Yeah, fully working Lloyd animation. We've got a bunch of other ones too, even like a chicken / goose thing and like a squirrel and stuff. I'm gonna turn off the collision viewer here because it kinda is ruining the view. So I'm gonna full screen this. It is gonna be stretched out, but still it lets us see the textures better. And all I can say about these upscales is just like, wow. Like, look at how much better the stones look here. Like, this is just like top notch. Like he sent me screenshots of this. Like when I started up the stream here today, like that was the first time I'd ever actually seen them in person. But he sent me screenshots of them. Like, well, I'll show that actually. He showed me the old upscale, and then this new one, and just the comparison between the two is like wild.
I have some new ones as well after.
Yeah, so this is the old upscale here. Um, and it you know, it reminds me of Borderlands, like cell shading. And this is the new one. Like it's not even a comparison. Like just look at these. Yeah, Ink, and they've also just gotten better at what they do. Full screen really is messing the stream up. Is it? That is unfortunate. Uh, yeah, I can drop it back down to not so full screen. I mean, you can still see pretty well here what's going on. That is just the chest, so we'll go up to the top path here. This spot looks great too. Like this map here, like you can barely even tell that this has been upscaled. Like, you know, the only real tell is like the top right corner. Like especially the stones on the ground, like they look pretty much completely natural. I went to a chest again. Yeah, it is loading very, very large textures, so that might be affecting the stream when I transition. I mean, I didn't drop any frames there, so I don't know. Yeah, yeah, again, these are 4K textures. Um, Zycronix and TFC plan to release lower resolution versions of the upscales as well. So like they're going to have like this, the 4K version. They are also planning on having a 2K version and probably a 1080p version as well. The 4K will be, they're estimating somewhere around like 20 gigs. Um, and of course, the other versions will be quite a bit smaller. Zycronix, do you know that map number? Oh, we actually didn't go this far back when we were showing it off earlier. These bones here look really good too.
I think the giant chains are some of the best work.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, here's the map that I showed off in that screenshot. All right, let's check out map 419. That is the one where Dart and Rose fall down, as they have a habit of doing. And we are gonna just check out the animations here and see if we find anything interesting. Going to turn off auto text advance. Kind of surprised that this cutscene is playing out normally. Let's move Dart a little bit. See if there's any just face down, face plant. Bunch of face plants. Shaking Rose, I assume. Nodding, shaking head. nodding harder. Head banging. Alright, nothing super interesting there. Let's check out Rose. That looks like a broken animation, yeah. Does she have any non-broken animations? Here we go. Playing, shaking when Dart shakes her, stirring, laying down but still breathing. More broken animations. Yeah, alright. Now, what else do we have on this map? Oh, of course, we have Maru. Broken animations. Here's a couple standing, lying, transitioning, talking, broken, 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 broken. And what is this last one? That looks like just regular Maru. Lots of broken stuff. Yeah, alright. Nothing interesting there for animations.
Yeah, it's a bit of trial and error.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like we said before, there are literally 792 different maps, and every single map has its own animations. So it is literally just going to be a process of going through every single map in the game and seeing what we find. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's actually 32 animations, though. But yes, they either have a duplicated model or they load a different model in. The game didn't like the fact that we warped there. Did you say you found something else, Drew?
What's that?
Did you say you found something else interesting?
A little bit. There are some unused animations for Graham and Lavitz in the scene where Graham transforms. That special sub map that only shows up for the cutscene.
We were gonna show off the Black Castle too.
It's not super juicy, but I found one of Lavitz's weapon drawn stepping backwards and strafing to go along with dart strafing.
Interesting.
Maybe there was going to be some timing strafe mini games in the submaps. Seriously though, there's that.
Press X to
Graham
strafe.
walking, and Graham walking as a dragoon, which is kind of neat. And then I'm not sure if it's unused, but like when Fairbrand first shows up on the screen, Fairbrand is obviously walking towards you, but it is also like a looping animation of Fairbrand walking. It's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Like, just the fact that all of this is sitting there means there's so much potential to just call up unused animations and idle poses that are official from the devs, but they didn't use them, and we could use them to flesh out, little story mods that we design.
Yeah, so interesting thing here is that this room, if we turn off the collision debugger, this room actually has a false wall. So this wall right here is not real. This is just an overlay drawn over the map. And this was actually how you were originally supposed to get into the throne room. So you know the whole area where you go around the statue and you fight Kongal for the second time, spoiler. This area actually used to be how you got to the throne room to fight Dole. So if we go into the and
While you're on the sub map, there's another secret.
Oh?
Yeah, there's I believe there's an unused animation for the Sandora Elite.
Interesting. Well, we'll take a
It's
look
just a
at
nice little
that
bonus.
first, before we move on. Which submap object is it?
I don't know. There's only a couple. Oh shit, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
I don't remember. I'm sorry. Just click animations for each one. He'll show up eventually.
So it's the Elite? Oh, here we go. The
Yeah,
second
it's
one.
the Elite, the gold.
Oh, there's a walking and running animation for them too. We could make a world map model.
Yep. Hopefully for the original Elite as well, not just the gold one. But there's
this
other
is
animation.
the original one, not the gold one.
Oh, really?
Okay, not a whole lot for that one.
Oh, it's probably just the battle model.
Whoa. This is apparently the elevator is a model as well. And it has a weird wiggling animation too. The fire is...
Did you not show the special animation?
No, that wasn't the gold one.
Well, I didn't mean... Okay. You did... I just saw it on the delayed stream. There's an animation of the Elite jumping, which looks like he's kind of jumping down to surprise you.
Oh, was that the special one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I just didn't realize he wasn't gold I forgot. So it's possible it was going to be like an ambush attack originally.
Where was that? Yeah, so jumping up and swinging his pokey things.
This is probably just more evidence of the devs like having so much ambition but not remembering what year they were in, 1996 to 99. So
Or what
they
system
probably
they were
weren't
running
gonna-
on.
It's like, yeah, we want a Sandor Elite to just jump out and surprise the player. It's a PlayStation 1.
So yeah, back with the door here. So I've removed the collision, and we can actually now walk straight into the throne room. So yeah, this was originally how you entered the throne room, which honestly makes a lot more sense than having to bring a bunch of gems into a weird puzzle statue thing.
But puzzles equal gameplay.
I guess. And yeah, so this is blocked off as well, but we can fix that. And now we are in the throne room at the fight.
I don't know a lot of people that can just walk up a tapestry like that.
Yeah, it's very unique skill that Dart has.
Like, if you in real life go up to your curtains and start trying to walk vertically, it's not gonna happen the same way. J-Man's asking if the door works on the side.
Yeah, you can go back and forth through the door. I'm never gonna... That Dart's wiggle at the start of battle is never gonna get old. I almost don't want to fix the collision, or the animation code.
I mean, you could intentionally release a janky mod, you know?
Yes. Even in cutscene only maps, they fully mapped out the collision.
See, I will have to depart soon for food.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, we got a lot of coding done today, didn't we?
Yeah, we've done a lot of coding on the last, like, 10 streams.
You've edited at least 3 or 4 lines.
Yeah, totally. I mean, what good are the dev streams if not for shenanigans?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, the cutscenes are looking a lot better. Yeah, it doesn't look like the fact I have been screwing with a lot of stuff. No, there's another in the throne room before the cutscene. Do you mean the other door that you enter into if you go the normal way?
Yeah, that would probably be the normal entrance.
Let's
I
go back
guess
in
they're
there.
asking if it works before the cutscene, but I don't know if that's possible because once you go there pre-cutscene, the cutscene activates, I'm pretty sure.
We could move Dart without activating the collision.
It'd be really weird if they bothered to enable and disable the door before and after the cutscene.
Let's turn off the collision so we can get in there. Walk into the throne room. We need to disable collision. And so now we need to nudge Dart's position so that he is over there without stepping on that collision in the middle. Reopen the submap debugger. Now that should be x-axis. I'm just going to do a small movement. Yeah. Let's push him way over. And there we go. I wonder if walking onto that collision will be an issue. Let's move him over further, just to be safe. Yep, the door work going back works.
Weird.
Oh, I guess I could have walked onto this one without it triggering. I wonder what happens if we go right up to Dole. Nothing. So it only triggers if we step on specific collision segments.
In terms of the those collisions, it also kind of works on line of sight for the Helena Wardens that are patrolling, and possibly the Sandora soldiers in Kazas. I noticed that while I was trying to figure out where that secret entrance went, I was like, oh, wait a minute, this collision is probably how they determine if the Sandora soldier, the Helena Wardens can see you. And I stepped on a collision primitive. They weren't even looking at me, even though I was like right next to them. I stand on the next collision primitive, and suddenly they saw me. So it kind of seems based on which collision polygon you're stepping on.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's like before cone vision, they just had collision boxes.
Yeah, well, the submaps are only kind of like pseudo 3D. The way that they implemented them is very, well, let's call it esoteric.
God, if it was just a PS2 launch title, they could have just let us use the 3D zones. They wouldn't have had to draw collision maps so much.
Zychronic says, wait. I am waiting. What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for, Zychronics? Give us the good news.
Let's pop back to that Lloyd world map.
The Death Frontier, the submaps look like it has tunnels.
Oh?
Tunnels? I mean, we've got the underground tunnels from when you fall into the sand pits. Do you mean something else? Like collision tunnels?
Yeah, they're... Tunnels aren't there.
Tunnels.
What's the easiest way to get to the Death Frontier, Drew?
Start disc 4.
Right, that will be... I should have a save for disc 4.
You can also warp there to go to Ulara. With
True.
Kulan, I mean. So it's your choice.
Yeah, we'll just start disc 4.
Okay. So tell us more, Zyclonics. Where should we be looking?
Yeah. What do you got?
And before he makes us just check every submap manually for an hour. There are a lot of maps in Death Frontier. Oh my god, and a lot of them are so similar. It's like the only difference between some of them is the sandpit is in the north or the sandpit is in the south.
Yeah.
One of them has a sandpit on like 3 sides, which is such a trap. Oh my god.
Now let's check out the collision here and see what we got.
He wants to know if there's block collision. Yeah, we can take a look. Nice view of the moon. You know, we should make a mod where we adjust Kongol's walking position a little bit so he's obstructing that other character whose name I don't know.
Yeah, who is that?
Who is... Just have Kongol in front. Yeah, find us a map. Now, you can deliberately walk down there to start, if you want.
Yeah, I just want to take a peek at what's down here. Okay, collision looks pretty normal here. You can see the little collision nubs where Dart can jump.
You know, for doing a bunch of like investigating and snooping around, you really should be replacing Dart's model with Maru for walking.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that. The only problem is that we would have to do it on every single map.
True.
Since every single map has its own copy of the
We really
models.
gotta make a simple override, because doing that 700 times is just not worth it.
Yeah, well, we plan to deduplicate the models. Whoops. Alright, we're accidentally getting a chest, I guess. Oh, I can't carry any more items. Alright, who cares?
Jeez. Hey, I had a question for you about this area while we're here.
Okay.
And I bet some viewers might be curious as well. Now, is there a way to like stop the sandworms and the dayflies from moving towards you?
We would have to edit their scripts.
Okay. The reason I ask is I
Because
tried
they're
doing
annoying.
this. I tried doing this with pausing, but I was unsuccessful. My goal was to open the animation debugger and see if they had extra animations for the sandworm, the dayfly, and the cactus. But I can't check because they're constantly coming after me, and I can't get it
Yeah.
working with pause. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, so it's not going to work with pause because, well, pausing pauses everything. Like, it just stops the game from updating at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, nothing that you change with the debugger will do anything. Alright, we're just going to win while that thing is attacking us.
So I take it there's no way to really do it?
Not without modifying their scripts.
All right, a job for Doom Metal then. I'll just offload it to somebody else. Pony Bros says, no, Drew, have a mod that randomizes Kongol's size every time he appears. I mean,
I'm down for it.
Talk to Icarus, because Icarus has already, I don't know if this is his field, but he's already done a similar style of mod where the character's combat stats are randomized whenever you're in battle. So Maru might have Kongol's speed or vice versa, and it changes a bunch. So there's a similar... There's going to be a lot of randomization mods, I'm certain. It just is an easy way to add surprise and replay factor.
Kongol size modifier, or randomizer, is the only randomizer that matters.
Honestly, a 110 speed Kongol would be pretty devastating.
Right, not seeing any funny business here.
I think I got an idea. What if I use my toes to move Dart with the controller while I'm using the mouse with my hands to edit the animation debugger stuff?
I mean,
You
you know
have
what?
the
Go for it.
you have the option to accept game input while the window is in the background, so I'm gonna do it. You leave me no choice.
Yeah.
Huntario, hello. I am looking forward to playing item and Dragoon Spirit randomizers. Yes, that will be pretty fun stuff.
Yeah, this isn't exactly what you're talking about there, but Ink is working on a Iron Goon mod that will add a bunch of different randomizers and also challenge modes. That would be very interesting.
Hmm.
Tori Scott says, if there were to be a voice mod, who would Drew play? Well, funny story. Announced as of I believe 2 days ago, 3 days ago, the Sunamods studio is actually making a fully voiced mod for Severed Chains. So there will be a voice mod.
But
Oh, look,
that
Stripe
doesn't
is
answer
still
the
here.
question. Who would I voice, Corey?
Yeah, no, that is a question. Who would you voice?
I mean, anyone who knows me at all, like follows our conversations in Discord or on the subreddit or wherever in the past, might know that I have an affinity for certain characters in the game, such as Zackwell or Monster. I don't know that I would be a great voice actor, but I've dabbled in it in the past, including for game jams. I played these little knights that were fighting a necromancer. God, I don't even remember what I said. That was years ago. I could do anybody,
Oh,
but
goddamn, I keep falling.
it would just
Well,
depend.
we have two different people saying Davos, so I think we have it.
I could do a Dabas, but actually, that's another hidden animation. In Volcano Volute, Dabas has a running animation, and it looks kind of good and also kind of goofy, just like it should. So you could run around as Dabas theoretically.
Soft accordion playing in the background. I would also like to say that I added a lot of Easter eggs to the Davos minigame that no one has been able to see so far because you need a Davos Pocket Station save in order to see them. So, kudos to the first person who finds those. I'm still wandering around here, Zychronics. You got a map number for me? $762. All right, let me get back to the. I'll just fall down here. Drew is far too serious to play the boss.
So the funny thing is, I can be lots of fun. I just don't show it because I'm either busy being passionate or building a service for somebody. But I do fun things. I mean, it's kind of like how comedians are often great in serious roles, right?
Yeah.
It's a thing.
All right, so I'm not seeing anything on this map. Let me look back up there. You
Huntario
said
asked,
you were seeing tunnels in the background, Zychronics?
tunnels. Ontario asks when the minigame will become playable. I assume you mean the DeBoss minigame, sometime after RB3, I imagine.
Okay, I have broken combat by skipping a bunch of fights in the middle.
Great job.
skipping fights as soon as they start. Yeah, when will the minigame become playable? So we actually have full support already for the Legend of Dragoon portion of the minigame. So like you can see here, I've actually got a save loaded. If I go into my saves folder, I have this the boss save. So this is actually from the Pocket Station minigame. And I can take the items and gold that DeBoss dug up. Yeah, it won't give me the items because I already have too many, or I could discard them. So it is actually fully functional on the game side. And we do have plans to actually reverse engineer and port the minigame to PC as well, so that you can play the entire thing in separate chains.
In 4K HD widescreen.
Yeah, 4K HD widescreen for this.
I mean, we could mod this into a Tamagotchi, couldn't we? Oh, Zychronic says there are specific cutouts that look like you're supposed to go through a tunnel, but I didn't see the collision, unfortunately.
Interesting.
Yeah. Unused cutout, maybe?
No, definitely didn't see any collision there, so I guess they must have fully cut that. Far too serious. I'll never get tired of running around the map as Lloyd. We'll have to get Lloyd's other costumes working on the world map as well.
I know he's got walk. Maybe he has run with his regular outfit.
Yeah, let's go to Bale and see what he's got when he's got his hood on. Or I suppose we could do the first Helena cutscene. So let's load up the Celeste save.
He's just walking around with his Dragon Buster out. Like, is there a way we can have him sheath that?
No, he's just always ready. He doesn't have an off switch.
He actually, well, he does have a model in the snowfield without the Dragon Buster out.
Nope. Lloyd is always at 108%.
Liar. I do admire that, though.
Oh, I wonder if Frugal has walking and running animations. J-Man, no, we did not solve the door thing. We found a few more of those doors. Anyone who isn't aware, we actually found that there is so you know how different doors have different indicators. So like a standard door has a green map indicator. A shop has a blue indicator, and a inn or healing area has a yellow indicator. We found a fourth kind of indicator, and it's present on certain shops in various areas, as well as some different doors around Rouge. And so far we haven't been able to find any like pattern with them or anything strange about those doors. So we don't know why there's an extra kind of door, but there is. Let's take a look at these models, see what we have. So interestingly, we actually have a player model on this map. Okay, so actually, funny enough, Lloyd is actually in the player slot in this map. So there you go. Let's move this model a little bit. That was the opposite direction. A little bit more. Make it bigger. Alright, so here is the basic standing animation. We've got a sword swinging animation. Swinging back, broken animation, bunch of broken animations. Okay, so Lloyd actually does not have walking animation. Let's see what else we have here. So we've got Frugal. We will move him into a better position. So we do have a walking and running animation for Frugal, so we could actually make him a world map character as well.
I need it.
Yeah, he's got sort of a standing jiggling animation. He's got the no. Couple of different things here. Laughing. Look at that face.
He's got a really long laugh. I think normally that fades out before you can see the whole thing.
He does have a very long laugh. He's really, really giving it.
He's a happy, jolly person, and everyone could learn a thing or two from him.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at that smile.
Revel in your chaos.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of animations here.
Yeah.
Couple of broken ones. And one more. That's just a standing back up animation.
I'm checking some things on the moon in case there's anything juicy. Unfortunately, the Gatekeeper Virage did not have anything but an idle animation.
That's unfortunate.
Been very juicy.
Seems to be nothing.
Oh, let's see what the Archangel has.
That's the guard. The falling animation. Also a laughing animation. The broken ones. Yeah. So something interesting that we noticed on this map that you just can't even see in retail is that when Frugal throws this guard off the cliff, the one down here actually like jumps back, like startled. And yeah, I had never seen that. I don't think any of us had actually noticed that before.
I did.
Oh well, okay then. Whoops, I moved the actual guy. I don't think he's got anything interesting though. Yeah, it's all the same stuff. Yeah, replace Bungle with Frugal. That'd be pretty good.
So remember when Michael attacks the party on the moon?
Yep.
The beams, the dark energy beams, are their own submap objects.
Okay. Play
God.
as Michael's energy beams.
Yeah, that's you just instantly go from the start of the game to the end because light travels fast.
All right. Well, when
Oh
we
my
were
God.
looking at that animation on one of the previous streams, I don't think anybody had that was in the chat at that time saw it.
Do you know how big he is?
I do not know how big he is. I
He's
also
so big at 1x, I have to shrink him.
I also forget what I was going to do. I wonder if the bird in Lohan is a submap object,
No,
or if it's just a background or foreground or
it's
whatever.
a background.
Okay.
Yes, I checked. It's very, very
Uh,
sad.
What else was I going to check here? I was going to go to Bale and see if Lloyd has caped Lloyd has walking animations there. Making Lloyd playable for the final boss. Long story short, yes, we do plan on allowing mods to make entirely new characters, which includes, the ability to make a Lloyd character. Has this save? Yeah, I have already been here on this save. We'll have to load something a bit earlier. Oh, and anybody who is new here, if you find this stuff interesting, please do subscribe to the channel. We do these streams every single Wednesday, and we also post videos of any new features or big things that are happening with Severed Chains or the LOD community as a whole. And also, if you like this video in particular, leave a like on it, leave us a comment after the video is done. It helps us out a lot. This may have been the same save that I went to last time. Oh, no, it wasn't. Alright, we're good. I'm going to disable auto advance. And we shall check out the animations. Also, if you like what I'm doing here, and you want to contribute to this, there will be a link in the chat to my Ko-fi account. You can either subscribe monthly for some various perks or leave a one-time donation.
He's worth it, I'm telling you.
So that is Shauna. I suppose we can just use the alert indicator to see. Wonder what we've got for Albert. Let's check out this version of him. That's a little too big. Interesting to see his cape thing. What does the front look like? Oh, right. Albert's terrifying eyes. This is the face of a man who has seen some things.
I remember when we were looking at that last year, and I was just like, Jesus.
Yeah. When
hey,
when I first added the upscaling.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but just that's really important. You reminded me. I forgot to check Albert's royal outfit when someone in the server, the Discord server, was asking for help with the sigils, and there's one of the designs on Albert's rear of his cape there.
On Albert's rear?
Yes. So if we could get like a screenshot of that, that would be great.
Oh god, these animations are horrifying. I will get you that screenshot, but
Thanks.
First we just need to all suffer through this together.
Uh-huh.
Whoosh. Broken, broken, broken. Alright, that's it. Let's go back to the first one. So yeah, there you go. If we rotate him on the Y or the X-axis, I'll maximize this. It's going to be stretched out a little bit on the width, but yeah, I will just DM you that. There you go.
Found bonus animations for Michael.
Oh yeah?
Apparently flying, because it doesn't look animated. A idle while standing, and a wing flap or jump of some kind.
Interesting.
Not bad.
Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, so we got a walking animation for Caped Lloyd here. His arm's kind of clipping through the cape, which isn't great, but still pretty good. No running animation, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, so all he's got is the standing and... yeah, standing with a very, very slight idle animation, and then walking. Been unfortunate. Would have been cool to have a running animation for that too, with the cape kind of blowing in behind him. I mean, we could make one, but right now making animations is a very, very difficult task. Yeah, costumeless Lloyd and Linus would be interesting. We should take a quick detour over to the cave. Oh, is that a throne? What is that? I'm not seeing anything. I don't know, there was just something on the throne in the background, but I'm not actually seeing anything here. Oh no, there is something very, very small right on Lavitz's butt.
Probably a pimple. Sorry, I don't see what you're looking at there.
Right here. I don't know what this is. I wonder if I rotate. Now it has moved to Dart's butt. What is that? It's just like a little... I don't know, a little star or something.
See, for everyone watching, pay close attention. This is what happens when someone spends time around me. They turn into me. They start doing the investigative, what is that, like me? And it's like a thing.
Oh, right. Yeah, Doom made a tool for generating new animations. So that's a thing. Alright, let's close this and we will load up the cave where you fight, the undersea cavern where you fight Linus 2.
Oh, now I see it. That's some tiny little speck.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I even noticed it. Undersea cavern. Okay, yeah, I don't have the Dragoon Spirit yet.
Do you need a hot prize?
I think I'll pass on that, thanks though. We've got to disable the auto text advance, or it'll just blow through this scene. God, these cutscenes look so good in 60 frames per second. You'd be surprised at how many animations there are for models like Dart. He does a lot of different things throughout the game. You know, everything from, like, you know, supporting Lavitz after he got shot by an arrow, to shaking hands, to pulling him up from, like, from the rock when he slips off by the waterfall, to... you know, trying to catch the tree that they cut down, chopping with the axe. Just, you know, there's tons and tons of unique animations, and a lot of them are split up into different parts. So you might have like Dart like falling down, but it'll be split into like him like tripping, and then one of him actually like falling, and then another one of him just like laying on the ground. That being said, having them duplicated for literally every single map is not great.
I think I just got a new close-up.
Oh?
So remember on the moon, it's Dart and Rose alone. They're separated because of Michael, and they arrive in the dragony area.
The dragony area?
Yeah, where the pseudo dragons are, the little baby dragons.
Yep.
When you first arrive, there's this giant thing that like breathes once or twice, and that thing apparently has some kind of tendril that comes out and eats one of those flying creatures.
Oh yeah.
It is really small and it's easy to miss, but when I summoned it with the animation debugger, it's huge. And it's pretty detailed. It's like this tentacle with a mouth.
Interesting. But does it have a walking and running animation?
No, I mean it's got some corrupted animations, but
damn.
Like, you can't walk and run as everything in the planet, okay?
Not with that attitude.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Alright, so we do have a walking and running animation for normal Lloyd. So yeah, we can make a world map model out of that. He's got his sort of like chatting animation, arms crossing, arms uncrossing, scratching his ass. No comment. Also no comment. Broken animations. Alright, here you go for all the thirsty Lloyd fans. I'm just gonna let this stew a little bit. Let's take a look at Linus as well. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think he's trying to say something, but I don't know what. Here's the moon dagger you wanted. Right, yeah, okay, so we got a walking animation and running animation for Linus. Is that a different walking animation? No, that's the same. No, it's not the same. That's like a more aggressive walking animation. Her shoulders are like angled there. Like, see on this one, her shoulders are straight. She's just kind of slowly walking. Then we've got running. And then there's like... This is walking, and then there's kind of like in between walking and running. That's kind of interesting. With the wings. Some broken stuff. Oh, we've got something here. Kind of looks like she's sneezing. And dancing. Standing still, just kind of idle animation. Yeah, that was pretty menacing. More broken stuff. Alright, well, we have found out that both Lloyd and Linus have their walking and running animations. So we could use them as player models as well. I wonder what else we've got on this map. I imagine it's probably just all of the party. Something random in the background there. Not sure what that is. Do we have any more requests? Drew, do you have any requests?
No, not right now. I'm actually checking a submap that you can't stop from playing because there's no text.
What is that?
The one where Melbu's spirit takes Shauna out of the embryo and puts himself in there. But what I can do is keep warping back to that submap over and over, checking one animation at a time. There's the tentacles. The tentacles do a lot of things, actually. That's odd. Okay. But that's not a note we want to end on, is it?
No, we gotta check Davos. I guess let's go to Lohan first.
Yeah, which Davos do you want?
It's this corner one. Closer look at the moon dagger. Give me a scene where the moon dagger is in, and yeah, we can pause it and take a look.
If you go to the Tower of Flamville, all three are there. But we embiggened those on a previous live stream.
We did, but we got to give the fans what they want.
What, glorified reruns?
Wow.
But just kidding. But yeah, if you want, you can do all three at once with Flamville Tower.
Abbas does have running.
Probably nothing there, but I wonder what the attendant can do.
He's got the tippy tappies. Got some broken stuff.
The attendant?
It's doing some half-hearted jumping jacks. The shrug. Oh look, he's actually got his hanging animation even in his shop.
I guess it was easier to copy over a lot of things instead of just the things they needed.
Yeah, makes sense. That's Slavitz, Rose, Davos Part 2. Why is there another one? What animations do you have? Oh, he's got a little book there.
Yeah, he checks it for the Dragoni plant.
Yeah, so that's actually a different model with its own set of animations.
Did they hit the cap of 32 or something?
No, it would just be because it's a different model. Another dart. Why do we have another dart?
Why not?
Why is all he can do shrug? And get very taken aback. Also, whatever this is. Angie. Yeah, no mining animation. We've got a shiny. Oh, look. That's kind of interesting. More lights. The assistant, I assume. He's also got a walking and running animation. Oh god, there's that. What else do we have? A pot. Another pot. A little thing. What?
I just warped to 596, and it's just Dart walking around while Dole sits in the throne.
Interesting.
Dole's just watching me run around. I am not amused. That's hilarious. Wait.
Yeah. What?
Miranda?
What
How is
about
she
Miranda?
here? She's in the scene with Dole.
Interesting.
Oh, it's the moon version. Never mind. That's why it's the moon version.
Oh, okay.
But she doesn't do anything here. Okay, whatever.
Alright, I want to see if any of these vendors have some weird animations. He's got a walking animation. He's got this. I think he's holding his head in his right hand. Alright. Who else do we have here? Got the sitting guy. Broken. Okay, yeah, he doesn't have anything interesting. Got the standard shopkeeper thing. Yeah, nothing interesting there. I want to see those weird pig things that are running.
So you know how you love it when Dart is wiggling?
Yep. Don't we
We
all?
can access all those animations in the test in Aglis where Dart can't control his sword, and he's like, "What's going on?" And he's just lots of wiggling with his sword.
Oh wow. Look at this thing.
Is it the pigs?
Well, it's not a pig.
Should be catching up to stream soon.
It looks more like a rabbit or a hare,
Oh,
but mixed with a velociraptor.
yeah, they're referred to as pigs by the NPCs. There's another one that's just like that next to the rabbit and like the Stardust out front.
It's got different
Oh.
animations.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait, don't leave this pig yet, because it might not. Okay, so they're called pigs by at least one NPC. They're doing the pig sales and appraisals or whatever, the pig racing. But this is a specific shape. What other creature does this look like in the game to you?
You
don't know, do you?
No.
All right, so when you had it really big, it made me realize Oh wait, does it fall over and die? That's so sad.
Yes, why does it have a dying animation?
Okay, clearly this was supposed to be an interactive minigame where the pigs like race to the death.
And is standing
Um,
back up.
okay, so seriously, the shape of this creature is important because it looks an awful lot like the shape of the mount that the rider is riding when the divine dragon comes overhead in the FMV. The one that has like a rat kind of look to it, the mouse look. It looks just like that, doesn't it?
I have no idea. I do not remember.
Okay, because it's a custom creature. Most of the mounts look like an anteater horse or whatever. This is the one that the Snow Rider is riding on, and we have concept art of it as well. I have a new theory that this might be that creature.
Oh.
That is a huge discovery.
It's got different running animations too. This
Wow.
is like a charging animation almost.
It's so sophisticated, it's about as good as that Chow racing in Sonic Adventure.
And like falling over and getting back up. Also kind of like limping or something almost. Yeah, interesting. So maybe there was more planned for those little things at some point.
Well, thanks for looking at those. That ended up being great.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, you get a mount.
Why can't we have a mount in Endiness? It'd be fast travel before Kulan.
I wonder if these ones have different animation by chance.
You know it's rare, but there's an animation, an idle anim of Haschel with his arms crossed.
Oh yeah?
Not bad.
Okay, yeah, these seem to just have the same ones.
Oh, an idol of him standing without his arms behind his back either. This is pretty juicy. Why
Um,
is...
the debug room, that is a good question.
I checked the debug room. There wasn't anything too juicy in there, but you can look.
Well, I mean, we've got Dragoon Dart, for one.
He walks and flies.
No other animations?
Don't quote me, but just about nothing. I would have lost my shit,
He's...
believe me.
No, he's got a animation of him spreading his wings.
Yeah, he does that in Hoax. I've got one of Haschel walking with his arms at his sides. Normally he walks with his hands behind his back, so that's pretty rare.
Hmm. Oh, actually, this is his idle animation on this map. The spreading his wings.
Oh, yeah? Oh, there's Claire. You can play as Claire, the murderer. Isn't that exciting, everyone?
Yeah, very exciting.
And her textures aren't messed up.
Let's check out some other maps. I wonder what animations Beta Dart has.
Looks like an animation of Guaraha, or not Guaraha, one of the Bardells punching somebody. It seems like that testing room for the different characters, one test at a time, is actually just one room with everybody loaded.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the problem here is that if Dart goes into his idle animation, the game will crash. So we're going to keep flipping back and forth between these. So he does have a walking and running animation, obviously. We can make Beta Dart on the world map. All right, yeah. Unfortunately, he only has walking and running, but we could make yeah, beta dart. Also very interesting that there's still these beta models and stuff left over in the game, which yeah, you know, cut content has been the theme of this stream. Yeah, we do actually have that on the wish list already, being able to choose which edition you want to use when you attack.
Oop, accidentally got myself on the route where the caterpillar walks.
Nice.
That's not good. Dart is a cat. He cannot get down.
Yeah, we'll make beta dart our first microtransaction.
Nothing will go wrong.
What could go wrong? That's exactly what a 25-year-old game needs, is microtransactions, obviously. But we've got to modernize it, and what's more modern than making people spend money just to play the game?
Let's make it like a coin-op arcade, for 30 minutes of play, deposit 2 quarters, and then to keep playing, deposit another quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll give people a great value. Insert 4 quarters, give the next half hour free.
Playing as Lloyd, you say? Right. We were going to look at the collision in the debug room. I forgot.
Can I ask you a question while you're doing that?
Sure.
So you sent me a picture of Albert's cape in his royal attire, correct?
Yep. Sent you a picture of the sigil.
And it looks, similar-ish to the sigil banners, but there's something odd about it. I'm wondering if you see it too.
The person?
It looks like Albert's back is part of the sigil.
Yeah, I think his torso might actually just be phasing through the cape there.
Oh, because it literally looks like Albert's hair, or even Lavitz's hair, on a piece of like royal robe on top of the bird, and I'm like, isn't that a bit selfish
Yeah.
for a house sigil?
But yeah, interesting thing here is yeah, this is one of the unused collision types.
Cool,
Oh yes, that's probably his ponytail. That makes sense.
gotcha.
So yeah, this yellow is one of the unused collision types. Yellow is just the color that I assigned to it. Doesn't mean anything. I just gave all the different collision types like unique colors so that we'd be able to pick them out and distinguish them easily. But yeah, this is one of the mysteries. So I wonder if Icarus would be able to find anything interesting in this map. Also, very interesting, which we have kind of shown off. What is that class name called? Game bar param. If we um so there is a special button you can press in this map. Now the problem is PS1 controllers don't have that button. But if they did have that button, then you would be able to open up a special menu here. Just need to find the correct input. I wonder if it's available on all of the different maps or if it's just one of them. Interesting. Why is it not popping up? It is, in fact, trying to read that input right now. Um, Only work on a single map. I think that is the case. Right, here it is. So this is the debag menu. Their words, not mine. So this was a special debugging tool actually built into the retail game. So if you had a special PS1 controller with this extra button that doesn't exist on the standard controllers, and you glitch your way into these debug rooms, you would actually be able to press that button and open up this menu and do all kinds of stuff, like control how much money and Stardust you have. Um, this menu doesn't work very well in the US version, but I believe in the JP version, it is fully functional. You can also jump between maps. There is a character snapshot tool, which kind of works, but doesn't really. Um, I think you could also control certain parts of your game state, like what game flags you had set, or clear the game flags and stuff. Yeah, font checker doesn't really do anything in SC, but yeah, it would show the font in retail or in JP. And yeah, debag menu. That is the translation. Also, what else is there? There is scenario control. Um, there's some other weird stuff. Oh, look. Whoa. Uh, where are we? Who are these people?
What did you do?
Uh, we're on map 10. Who are these NPCs?
Oh, they're there later in the story.
Oh, okay.
Like Shauna's parents and all that. Foster parents.
Okay.
Yeah, the
All right.
NPCs just get added or removed depending on how far along you are in the main story.
Okay, so this isn't something weird going on.
No.
All right. This is just a lot of the places if you go back to later in the game you get different cutscenes and stuff. So that's just what this is. Yeah, these are Shauna's parents. They're looking oddly flat right now. Oh, interesting. That's actually an entirely different map. And... okay. There's actually collision modeled over there, but you can't get to it because you transition to a different map here.
There might be lag on the stream right now.
Oh,
It's trying to come back. I think it happens every time you go widescreen or like maximize the window.
oh yeah, I'll bring it back down.
You probably have a low bit rate and it can't transfer all the data or something.
Yeah. Well, we've been going for 3 hours now, and I think we've showed off quite a bit of stuff here. So I think we'll probably call it a night now.
You want to do another 3 hours? Are you sure?
No, I think I'm all right. We did a 4-hour stream last week, and that was a lot. So I mean, we usually do 2 hours, so I think 3 is pretty good. But yeah, big thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight. We showed off a lot of interesting stuff, lots of cut content, lots of new features that are coming to Severed Chains now, as well as another very nice upscale from Zychronics. So stick around and tune in next week. We're planning on showing new upscales whenever we can. Zychronics is very busy working away on getting his half of the upscale done, and that is going to be released at some point after Recommended Build 3 is available. We're looking to get Recommended Build 3 out in the first quarter of this year, so that will have all of these new features like high definition graphics, 60 frames per second, widescreen, etc., etc. And then after that, we are going to be going full steam ahead on the modding API. And there is also the Echo S Sunamods team, who is going to be making a fully voiced mod for Severed Chains. We don't have a timeline on that yet, but definitely keep an eye out for that. So yeah, thanks to everyone who tuned in. Huge thanks to all of my Ko-fi supporters, monthly supporters, and people sending donations in. It's super helpful. And if you like what we're doing here, we do this every Wednesday. Subscribe to the channel for more. Like the video, leave a comment, and hope everyone has a good night.
Good night, y'all. Take care.